we bring to you the stories of those who dream. Today we are in Gurgaon with two very special guests, Mr. Kushal Majumdar and Ms. Uttara Pattanaik. Ma'am and sir, welcome to the show. We are so happy to have you here today.
Thank you.
Much.
So ma'am, I would like to start off, if you could please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so I am Uttara Pattanaik. By education, I have a PhD in cardiovascular toxicology. I started my career in healthcare industry. I started working in All India Institute of Medical Sciences, followed by almost 18 years of pharmaceutical industries. And in 2011, I left my corporate career and I started my consulting journey. And so we work in the area of leadership development, and we work with senior leaders and organization to be how they can be their best version and how they can be strategic.
That's amazing, ma'am. So ma'am, like you said, you worked in the corporate for a long while and now you're an entrepreneur. So how is that shift like? How is that journey?
So if I talk about the very beginning, so everybody starts their entrepreneur journey with a purpose, right? But then being in the entrepreneur journey, I realized, I think there were like lots of gratitude because when I left my organization, and you start working, and usually in entrepreneur journey, you choose to do something what you love doing. But it was lots of learning the first few years, because I realized that in order to do what you love doing, you have to do many other things. First you have to bring business, you'll have to do lots of operational stuff, you have to manage fund, you have to basically do everything in order to do what you want to do basically. So first few years I remember there were withdrawal symptoms, when you are used to get a paycheck at the end of the month and you do not get a paycheck. I had my ups and downs, and I had my level of frustration and to be or not to be kind of a thing. But I think I also really enjoyed the freedom of choice. I bring lots of me into the job. Whereas, when you are working in corporate, although I had lovely time in corporate, I have no bad stories to tell. There, I realized that I did work for somebody, but here I work for something that grows me also, and also I feel good for who I am as a person. I think in that journey I have respected myself a lot more, and I like who I am becoming every day.
So much, that was really enlightening. We move on to Sir. Sir, if you could please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, I'm Kushal. I am born brought up in West Bengal, in the still town of Durgapur, near Calcutta. I did my accounting. I'm a chartered accountant from Calcutta, and then moved to Delhi and started working with the for-profit companies. Almost 6-7 years I did that. Then I transitioned to not-for-profit, and almost 2.5 decades I'm in the not-for-profit. I worked in various parts of the world, supporting many types of not-for-profits across.
So you've worked in for-profit and non-for-profit as well. So do you see a general difference in the approach or the work culture, or is it similar?
In case of not-for-profit, I see a lot of authenticity, a lot of desire to do good for others, a lot of sacrifices, a lot of great people with immense knowledge. They want to come and make a difference in locations with the communities where they have got nothing to do in their own lives. That is very inspiring, and that I see it is in your day-to-day life, and that is how you make decisions, that's how you make strategies, that's how you do everything in an organization in the not-for-profit world. In the for-profit world, you drive over very tangible numbers, top line, bottom line. That is very obvious.
So sir and ma'am, I want to move on to my next question. You've both had long and illustrious careers, and both very, very inspiring and rich experiences. So throughout the years, what has your relationship with money been like, and Has it changed over the years, or how has it changed?
I mean, I did not actually in my mind never made calculation, but I'm also not extravagant. My extravagancy would be, for our parents. We want to keep them well. For like, if we have to make any decision about both of our parents, then we will not compromise there. If we are traveling, we want to travel well. We wouldn't cut corners there. We will eat what we want to eat. We want to walk. We have to take a car to go somewhere. We want to be comfortable, So that we have, whether we had or not had, we have always did that because, I always tell him that who knows, we will be there tomorrow or not. So we should live life today the way as if there is no tomorrow. So that we have done always. I have always been detached about money and didn't really make any calculation of what we had to do. But I'm cautious. My needs are less. We started thinking about probably money and things like that as children grew up, that we'll have to give some money for their education, parents, what we have to do. When we bought house pretty early in our life, I think second year of my work, we decided, we were in Chittaranjan Park, 2 times we changed house, and I told him that we are not changing house another time. So we bought a house, and also I think we are very, very grateful for how the universe has been kind to us, and we had what we had. And I think we do think about that if we are judiciously managing money, and we have discussed and done whatever, but it probably makes me think what I give others, I probably have to restrict, but my adjustment is not difficult. It's not a struggle for me. I am personally pretty good with what we have. I definitely need my freedom, financial freedom. That's very, very important for me, that I never want to lose it. But that is only to have freedom of choices, So, because freedom is one of my core values. So I think freedom of choices, my financial freedom of decisions are my oxygen. Yeah.
So money has been a driver to an extent of going to a certain kind of living, certain kind of investments. I come from a background, a middle class background, but our focus has always been on acquiring knowledge. So education has been one of the important aspects. So we focused on education as our children grew, and they, I believe, could make the best of the opportunities they could get in their lives. And we have always been considering money as a byproduct of our living, but at the point where we do not cut corners. So we could travel in various paths, show the children how the world is outside India. That we could do. We could actually improve our living conditions as we grew older, and could make choices that where we would love to live and how we would love to live. But we have never, pushed ourselves to a point where you are under stress to reach a goal which is quite a longish one. That helped us a lot. And both of us luckily have considered money as a byproduct of our efforts. And frankly speaking, being wealthy has a different definition for us. Being wealthy is just to do what we love to do. Opportunities to read, opportunity to not go into a regular job very quickly in life, traveling as much as you can, but not to probably buy a ticket to go to the moon, or go into Las Vegas and spend a few months doing the casinos, taking downs. Those are not the aspirations. Money has always been whether it will reach the very basic needs which you aspire to, because life is only one. One time you get an opportunity to be a human being, so make use of it, but not splurge. That is how it has been.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, sir. It was lovely speaking to both of you. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for
Thank you
the
for your
opportunity.
patience, for all that you heard.
It was lovely hearing both
Thank
of you
you.
talk.
Thank you. you.